Hi, this is Professor Brown Cedarburg, and we're going to be looking at writing a Java class. So our completed code will look like this. It's a real simple class. Step one for us is to include our identification comments. You'll note that these comments are in the Java doc format. They'll be included in any HTML pages that are produced if you do execute the Java doc command. I encourage you to put your identification comments in Java doc comment format so that they are included. Any identification comments should include first the description of the class, the author of the class, contact information for the author, email address, etc., and then the last change or revision date. Having completed our identification comments, we move on to the declaration of a class. And here with this line, public class Fagawi, I'm declaring that this class will be known as the class Fagawi. Now it's important that I save this class in a file named Fagawi with a capital F, as I've written it here, .java. So with this line, public class Fagawi, I declare this class to be a public class and to be named Fagawi. And I'll save it into a file named Fagawi, capital F-I-G-A-W-I, .java. So having declared the class, I move on to bound it, and I bound it with these opening and closing curly brackets. The class will be anything that comes after that first curly bracket and before that last curly bracket. These are the bounds of the class. So you'll note that I have a single line comment down here at the very last line that says this curly bracket indicates the end of the class. And I encourage you to put single line comments with curly brackets, especially the ones that end a bounding, that close off something. It's really easy to get confused with curly brackets, which one matches up with which. So here I know this curly bracket ends the class. So having bound the class, I then move on to my next step, and that's declaring the main method. Here you're going to have to trust me. When we declare a main method, we do so as the first line of our class, immediately after that opening curly bracket. And we always have this line, public static void main string args. Trust me, just memorize it. That declares that what will follow will be our main method. The main method is what fires, what executes when I run my program, when I run my class. So having declared my main method, now I bound it. And I bound it again, as I did with my class, with opening and closing curly brackets. And you note that again I put some comments to indicate that that closing curly bracket does indeed end the main method. Now you'll note that the main method is within the class. So I have the opening and closing bound for the main method, immediately after the line public static void main string args, and that all falls within the class public class Fagawi. So having bound my main method, now I can write the code that will be in my main method, and this code will execute. This is what runs when I run my program. And all I'm doing here is printing to the screen through this line, system.out.print, the string hello Fagawi. And you'll see that that's included in quotation marks, in parentheses, after the system.out.print. That's my argument to the method print. So hello Fagawi will be printed to the screen. So here's my completed code. I have my comments up at the top, identification comments. I've declared my class and bound it. I've declared my main method and bound it. And then I've put my executable code inside that main method. All right, thanks.